Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another vlog. I hope you had an amazing weekend. We did, and I'm sad the weekend didn't last longer. It's Monday morning right now, and I have a pretty normal day on the agenda today, so I thought that I would kind of take y'all through what a normal day in my life looks like, kind of talk you through my goals when it comes to fitness, what I'm doing right now, just kind of give you the whole updated recap, because I think we're long overdue for that now that we're in my like muscle gain maintenance journey, and I think it'll just be helpful to see. So let's spend the day together. It is currently 7:03. I woke up at 6 this morning. My mom left town. She stayed with me all weekend, so she left town this morning. So I kind of was just spending a little bit of time sending her off and getting everything ready to go, helping her pack up and stuff. And now I'm just gonna kind of get ready for the day. I needed to do my skincare a little bit. I got Botox over the weekend in my forehead. She's not set in yet, but hopefully she will be soon. I usually ask for it for like my birthday or my Christmas present. So I usually get it like twice a year because my birthday's in July. And this was a birthday present my mom got for me. But we just went and got it done together because this is the first time we've been back together. We did that on Saturday, and now we have a pretty solid normal week ahead of us. I'm like trying to fight the depression since she left. I'm like so sad this morning because she left. Just to be like so open and real, I have been like struggling, I would say, this past like probably 2 months now, just with my like mental health and stuff. And oh my gosh, my anxiety and that kind of thing. And my mom is just one of those people who like, I think the mental health things have come from like burnout and overwhelm and some other things going on in my life that are just kind of all happening at once. And of course, whenever life hits you like that, like sometimes it's pretty difficult mentally. Obviously it's challenging emotionally. You just have those people who like, kind of whenever she's here, obviously my husband is those people too, but I don't see my mom every day, and I really get to just relax, and like, it kind of just drowns out the noise, you know, like I forget about whatever else it was that was kind of weighing me down. And so when she leaves, it comes back, or it just feels a little bit sad because I'm like, okay, you know, it was a really good weekend, and it's gonna be a good week though. I'm trying to stay so positive, and it's a good thing that I love her so much that it's causing this, right? Okay, so let's get into it. First thing I'm gonna do is make my bed. She also helped me clean my whole house while she was here because I was so busy last week that I didn't get to like literally clean anything. And I'm very type A, so I love my house being clean before the week starts. It just helps me mentally. And she helped me, so I wanna make sure we keep it really clean. I didn't really do anything this morning before I started this video yet. I was thinking about going to the gym first thing, but I think we're gonna do that a little bit later, like after we have breakfast and stuff, because I do have an 8:30 meeting. So since my mom left a little bit later than expected, it didn't really work out timeline-wise for me to go. But we do have a leg day on the agenda today, and I'm at the point in my program where I'm starting a new series of movements. Now that I'm focusing on, which my routine is always repetitive here and there, but now that I'm focusing on muscle gain, my program looks a lot different than whatever it first did whenever I was more so focusing on like endurance and cardio. And so in nature, it's just kind of like a little bit more repetitive, which isn't something that bothers me at all. Like, I honestly like repetitive workouts. We are switching, like on my program, there's some new like combinations of things today that I'm excited to get into. And I'm finally getting back on my right split. Since we came back from Austin, my week last week was a little bit kind of just off schedule, and so my split this week is going to be like perfect timing so I can get back on track with that. A leg day, a full lower body day on the agenda today. It is more glute focused. I do 3 leg days a week now, and 2 of them are glute focused, 1 of them is quad focused. The first glute day is more glutes and hammies, and then the second glute day is way more like glute isolation. So like I did that yesterday, so it's not the most optimal that I'm going to be doing legs again today, but I have to do it to get back on the way my split needs to be, so we're just gonna suck it up. But that one was more isolation, so hip thrusts for compounds, single leg RDLs, but everything else was like glute medius kickbacks, clamshells, like abductions, more isolation movements that I don't hit as much throughout the week. So now, I already took my supplements this morning. That was one thing I did, but I left them out on the counter so I could show you guys. Okay, now that we have that done, I'm just gonna kind of get ready for the gym really quick before I make breakfast. I'm probably going to make breakfast a little bit later before I go to the gym and film a video and stuff for TikTok while I do that. Normally I like to film videos while I make breakfast because it's a meal in my house that I kind of have alone, but I like to get ready for the gym first. I'm gonna be wearing my Honor Active sports bra, Honor Active leggings, and then since it's a leg day, I'm going in with my New Balance 530s. These are, I think. These are pretty old, but my new lifting shoes that my husband got me for my birthday, we had to send them back, and they're coming back this week in the right size. So hopefully I'll have some new ones, but this is gonna be our leg day fit. I love a good legging on a leg day fit, but I'm also really pale right now, and I'm gonna self-tan when I get home to start off my week strong because self-tan is a depression cure. So we're gonna do that once we get back, but as of now, I'm gonna transform. My updated routine is H&B by Legion, which I've been taking even while I was running for preserving muscle mass. Then we have a women's multivitamin. This one has basically everything that you need in it. It's just a normal dietary supplement that I get from HEB. Then I also take Pro Mix salmon, cod, and liver oil. So this is the fish oil that I take. It's really, really great quality. And I've been taking my creatine gummies by Legion. This is the sour watermelon flavor. They're so good, but if you wanna work on building muscle, getting lean, having definition, like whatever, and you're lifting, creatine is 100% so helpful. In here together that I'm finishing drinking right now, I mixed up my Pro Mix electrolytes, the salted raspberry, and then I also have been trying the Kelly Matthews like de-bloat watermelon drink that they just came out with, and I'm kind of mixing those both together, and I really like it. So yesterday I decided to try it because I was like, really uncomfortably bloated. I don't know what was going on. My bloating did go down like later in the day. So placebo or I don't know, but so far I really like it. Okay, and then next thing on our agenda for the mornings that I haven't done yet, I also already kind of responded to my clients and stuff, my first round of responses. Normally I try to do that first thing in the morning, so like any messages that I've gotten from that morning, I can kind of just get out of the way and reply to. And then I settle down and do my affirmations, my Bible reading, just kind of make sure I get a good start to the day, emotionally, mentally, mindset-wise. Day 14 of affirmations out of 75. So I always just start out affirmations, day 14, and then I just go into writing about 10 different affirmations that I want to believe, and a lot of times I base them on things that maybe mentally I'm struggling with. One today might be like, I am happy in my independence. I am a successful business owner. I am not worried about the future. I am confident in my own skin. And then we're done with that. Next thing I'll pop over to is my Bible reading, and I have just been like hyper fixated on Matthew right now, especially a couple of these passages. The first one is the cure for anxiety. Therefore, I tell you, don't worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, or about your body or what you will wear. Isn't life more than food and the body more than clothing? Consider the birds of the sky. They don't sow or reap or gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Aren't you worth more than they? Can any of you add 1 moment to your lifespan by worrying? And why do you worry about clothes? Observe how the wildflowers of the field grow. They don't labor or spin thread. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all of his splendor was adored like one of these. If that's how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and thrown into the furnace tomorrow, won't he do much more for you, you of little faith? So don't worry saying, what will we eat, or what will we drink, or what will we wear? For the Gentiles eagerly seek all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all of these things will be provided for you. Therefore, don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. I think those really just help me set my sights straight in the morning before I get my day started. Worrying about all of the things that aren't even happening yet is something that I've fallen victim to, or I've fallen into the trap of. It's not necessary when I have today to act on, right? So that is kind of what I do for my morning affirmation routine. And then usually I'll get into making breakfast and get into kind of working and stuff. I'm probably gonna start making breakfast around maybe 7:30 or so. Something I do on every Monday whenever I do have client spots available is reach out to my client applications. So I have 3 applications I need to reach out to currently that came in over the weekend. Just kind of touching base with the girlies who apply to my permanent weight loss coaching program. Is my full-time job when it comes down to being a weight loss coach. And so if you're interested in that, I'll always link the application below. But yeah, usually when I do have spots open on Mondays, I will reach out to my applications and make sure I touch base with them and just see you know, what information I can give them about the program, what their goals are, discuss a plan together so we can figure out how we want to move forward. I'll take them through the onboarding process and get that whole process moving forward and get everything straightened out so we can get their kickoff call started, so I can get working building out their programs and that kind of thing. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. It's 7:18. I'm gonna reach out to these girlies and then we'll go from there. And something I also do on Monday, so I just finished those application reach outs. Something I also do on Monday is help my clients go through their reverse diet calorie targets. So once I have clients who do reach their weight loss goals or reach their goals where they want to maintain, we shift them into what's called a reverse diet, gradually guide them on how to increase their calories over time to be able to maintain all the results that we've successfully had within the program. So every Monday, my reverse clients, that's the specific day that we go through and we make calorie changes for them, walking them through what their calorie shift should be for this week and touching base with them, just making sure they still feel really good. That just kind of is data assessment, working through making those decisions for them so that we can be on the same page when it comes to what to execute on for that week. Okay, girlies, here's our gym fit check of the day. On our active, all the way down. Guys, I don't know what it is about my life, but I will say, since I started reverse dieting and got back up to maintenance, low-key my boobs came back. And that is a major win because in the cut, your girl lost them. So yeah, here's our full leg day fit. And now that I'm dressed and looking cute, I'm gonna pop downstairs and film my intro for my what I eat in a day videos on TikTok, because I usually do that pretty much every day because I try not to reuse the same intros when I can. And then we'll decide what we want for breakfast. And then we'll probably just chill out and do a little bit of extra work until my 8:30 meeting. It's currently 7:41, so we don't have too much time. Okay, I just got off of my little meeting. Now we're about to start whipping up breakfast. I'm not like super hungry. I don't know why over the past week. My appetite has just not been there, but we got goals, so we gotta eat anyway. I'm gonna whip up some eggs because I'm gonna make like a little bagel sandwich. And then I'm gonna eat this and film some videos, and then hopefully I'll be ready to go to the gym probably maybe in like an hour. I'm just gonna add 1 egg and then do some egg beaters on top of this. This just kind of makes it a little bit more volume. I don't want like 2 full eggs, but it can also help you adjust your macros a little bit if you need more protein. Bagels are like my favorite thing to get out breakfast wise. I always am going somewhere to a bagel shop to get some sort of breakfast, so I thought I would go ahead and make some at home because we have pretty much everything that we need to be able to make what I get out. I just don't have turkey bacon. Make a quick little 10-minute bagel sandwich max. I'll show y'all it when it's done, but really I'm just doing the eggs, put in the bagel in the toaster, and then gonna throw all my toppings on and everything too. I literally forgot how fun it was to create mukbangs. I like absolutely love filming those. Like I could be a foodie creator literally anytime in life. But this bagel is so freaking messy, so I'm gonna finish eating this before we get ready to go to the gym, but I just wanted to show y'all what this looks like, please. But it is so good. I did mayo, avocado, Kraft single, the egg with the egg beaters on an everything solo bagel, insane. Oh, with cottage cheese and everything bagel seasoning. I'm afraid this may have to be one I finish off camera because it's getting pretty messy. I know y'all don't want to see that. It's 9:32. I'm gonna finish this, finish up a little meal plan and some client messages and answer those and get off to like a stopping point with work. And then we're gonna head out to the gym. Okay, totally forgot to update you guys. We're in the gym now. I'm hitting legs. Already did my mobility warm up, hit my RDLs. We did 4 sets of really heavy RDLs. I like progressive overloaded those. And now I'm on my cast glute bridges. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just did 1 warm up set. And now we're about to work into our 3 working sets. But my warm up set was like really easy, so your girl's gonna have to go up in weight. Right now we're at 225. I think I'm gonna do 255 and go from there because we're shooting for like a 10 to 12 rep range. And that warm up was really easy and I got 15, so up we go. Okay, almost finished with our workout. I'm about to hit some single leg bridges just on the ground out here. We're at Equinox. This is kind of the last thing before I hop on the treadmill and walk. While I'm on the treadmill, I always basically do like a 30 to 45 minute incline walk after my strength training so I can like edit and stuff and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I have like 3 TikToks I'm gonna edit on the treadmill after I get done with this, and then we're gonna leave the gym and go back home. It's currently currently 1:38. I low-key spent a lot of time at the gym, more than expected. I got there at 11. I was gonna leave by 1, but honestly, I had so much editing to do that I was like, I'm either gonna do this at home sitting, or I'm gonna do this on the treadmill. I can get some steps in. So I just decided to be smarter, get some steps in, be a little bit more goal-oriented and health conscious with it, okay? I have about a 20-minute commute home. When I get home, I need to shower because I'm disgusting. Our leg day was honestly pretty brutal, glute focused, and I went up in weight on my calf glute bridges and my RDLs, like a lot of weight. So I'm pretty impressed with my strength increases, which I'm loving. The rest of the day, really, we gotta make lunch when we get home, but I think first we're going to shower, self-tan, make lunch, and then have a call with my coaching girlies this afternoon. So I'm gonna have to be ready. Let's see, I have about 3.5 hours until that. I do have some things I need to catch up on as far as admin work goes, with some client message responses, and then also some meal plan edits and things I need to work on. So once I get that done, I'll honestly work and do all of that up until call time. And then after we get done with that call, I can probably see myself working a little bit longer. Really, it's just work the rest of the day, to be honest. Also, I booked my DEXA scan for in the morning because I get in-body scans at Equinox to kind of like assess my progress here and there, since they're free with my membership. However, I really want to get a DEXA scan because they're a lot more accurate in terms of just like really being able to make sure everything is super accurate and on par with like fat loss, muscle gain. I want to make sure that my calorie targets are correct and make sure that I'm moving in the right direction with what I'm consistently doing every day, putting my best foot forward. So I scheduled that for tomorrow. We're gonna do that tomorrow morning, hopefully get some good results back and figure out if I need to make any tweaks to my diet that I've been doing over the past like 2-ish months. Guys, I just got home and guess what came in? My rucking vest. I linked this one on my Amazon storefront, the exact one I bought. But I was using my running vest, and I'm gonna start rucking a lot more like on Saturdays and stuff. So I did want to make sure that I had like an appropriate rucking vest, just so I don't like mess up my running vest. You can use a backpack, but you know, I gotta make it a little exciting. So let me show you what it looks like. I hope it's the right color because I ordered blue. On the box it's giving black, but I did get the 12 to 18 pound vest. If you're like heavier body weight or you're like really strong, you can go up in weight. They also have a lighter one if you feel like you need lighter than that. Yay! So we have our official rucking vest. Not gonna lie, she's heavy. The 18 pounds might be a little bit too heavy for me at first. I think you can take the weights out of the front to make it adjustable. Yeah. So this opens and these little weights in the front come out to adjust the pounds. I'm gonna be using this weekend. We went rucking this weekend, but I'm gonna go for my official weighted vest ruck this next weekend coming up on Saturday. I'm back and I'm self-tanned and we are making lunch. I don't know why every single time it feels like I make a YouTube video, I just crave my freaking ground beef bowl that I'm obsessed with, which is my cottage cheese, sweet potato, ground beef situation. And it's really easy to whip up, which is another reason why like I'm about to make it right now, but I'm craving it so hard, and a lot of times it doesn't fit perfectly into my macros because it's not very high fat and it is a little bit heavy on the carbs. But it fits today and I need to take advantage of that because I want it. So that's what we're making. I gotta eat my onions. Guys, also I was freaking going through it at the gym today. I don't know what's wrong with me, but my body image today is not good. And it's crazy because I was literally going through videos of myself that I took like literally last week for my video that I'm posting over my updated workout split. And I like every single part of my body in all of those pictures. There wasn't a single thing where I was like, oh my gosh, I hate how I look. I literally liked every single one. And now I'm like, why? I know rationally. And it's crazy because this is something I talk my clients through every single day, right? That I have to also remind myself is that body image is temporary. There's so many things that can have you feeling differently about your body or looking differently, you know, day to day. Like seriously, I was talking to one of my clients about this today. Whenever you have an episode of like overeating or something, she was like worried because she was up on the scale like 6 pounds. And we did the math and she seriously was in her maintenance calories within all of last week. Physically couldn't have gained any fat, but was convincing herself that all of her progress was gone. And think that that's kind of like, I have to be rational with myself. It's crazy how we can just talk ourselves into believing certain things. It's like, okay, I'll look at that picture, those videos of me, and I love them and I have no issues. But right now in the moment, when I look at my body today for some reason, and this wasn't even happening over the weekend, seriously, it's just been today. And when I've been looking at my body in the gym today, I was like not liking it at all. I was feeling like I'm holding so much water, feeling puffy, not feeling lean, and it is such a daily thing, which is crazy. It's so wild how your body can change. And that's why it's so important for us to have the data on things too, so that we don't talk ourselves out of it would be so easy, me being in a maintenance and calories right now, to talk myself into, oh my gosh, I'm not liking my body. This is because I'm not in a calorie deficit. Whenever I just remind myself, hey girl, you have days like this in your deficit too. And I know I've talked about this before, but it's just so easy to convince ourselves that what we're doing isn't goal oriented, when in reality, it's just a little bit of water weight, haven't went to the bathroom in 3 days. Those things change how we feel in our body day to day by a long shot, which is wild, but it can drastically impact just how you look visually, and it's always temporary. It is never, ever permanent, and that's why I know I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, girl, you look good, stop tripping. I just wanted to be honest about that, because I know we all as women definitely struggle when it comes to body image. It's natural, but it's also scary, and I think talking about those things obviously makes a difference when it comes to just having open, transparent conversations about how we feel, because not every day is perfect, and I'm in the pursuit of my journey of being the fittest I've ever been, and I still have days like this. So please don't think it's not normal, or seriously, no matter how fit you get, no matter how you change, day to day your body is going to change, and you're always going to have days like this, and that's okay. It's okay to sit in them, know it's temporary, and then move on. Wanted to get that out of my system before we head over to lunch. I'm sauteing my onions right now. I'll show you all the finished product. I'm gonna do ground beef, steam my sweet potato, do all those things, but y'all see me make this meal probably 3 times, so I feel like it's not necessary to do it again. We are done with lunch, thank God, because it's currently 3:01, and your girl is freaking hungry. Look how good this ground beef bowl looks. Steamed sweet potato, if you're new here, steamed sweet potato on the bottom in the microwave, some good cultured cottage cheese, sauteed onions, ground beef, sugar-free syrup. It is the best combination ever. Honestly, the best meal creation I've probably ever made in my entire life. So for right now, up until our final call, I'm really not doing anything but working. I'm about to create an Instagram story slide to showcase my coaching program, show my clients progress. So of course she's gave me permission to show these, but look at her progress I'm about to post. So this is first picture, and this, I don't know if you can see that because of the lighting and the glare. That is where we are now. Insane. She's done so good, and she's done it all while traveling and working like crazy and going through different phases of life, like thinking about moving cities, traveling out of the country multiple times for work. She just really is such a hard worker when it comes down to building lifelong sustainable habits rather than just looking at everything as a quick fix. And that's why over this time that we've been working together, she hasn't ever fallen back as far as given up or reverted her progress. So basically right now, I'm just gonna chill, eat my ground beef bowl, add a little bit of extra syrup on top once I'm done mixing it up. I'm gonna work on this little Instagram story so I can get that up before our 5 o'clock call. Sometimes the Instagram story slides take me a while, so it'll probably take me 30, 45 minutes at least. So I'm gonna eat this while I do that, kind of multitask. And then once I'm done eating, I'll probably walk around and get some steps in while I'm on my phone too. Guys, so good. Let's get into the update. It's 6:42. I basically worked until my call. Just worked on meal plans, that kind of thing. Had our call, ended around right at 6 o'clock, and past 45 minutes, I've just been working on editing content and stuff. My husband's gonna be ready for dinner around 7, and since we already have the meat meal prepped, let me show you. We already have our Parmesan chicken breast meal prepped in here. I seriously, you know what's so easy on a Sunday is just buying the pre-portioned chicken breast already. These ones are from H-E-B. They're specifically the garlic Parmesan ones. And I take them out of the package. I put them in little single serving baking dishes, and I put them in the oven with some olive oil, and you just have these really good garlic parm chicken breasts. Have cooked throughout the week, and it takes absolutely no prep. Now I'm just gonna steam some asparagus. I steam all of my vegetables before I cook them any other way so that they already get soft in the middle. That way if you're throwing them on a pan, it takes way less time to cook. So this is just some organic asparagus. You gotta break the butts off. I've been loving Brussels sprouts lately, but my husband was over the Brussels sprouts, sadly, so I'm accommodating him. There she is. So it looks like this, and then we're just gonna put a damp paper towel over the top. Here's what she looks like, and then seriously, just pop this in the microwave for like a long time. Probably, honestly, with this much asparagus, I'm probably gonna need like, I'm gonna do 6 minutes first. We're gonna let dinner cook. Once that gets done, I'll show you on my plate what we're eating and then wind down for the night, honestly. I'm just gonna work a little bit. I feel like I always have things, always have a to-do list, always have things to work on. So I need to do a couple of program adjustments for some of my clients on their workout programs. So I'm about to do that while this kind of cooks. I just wanted to update y'all because I did just get a new client. What that usually looks like is whenever I take my clients through the onboarding process, the first thing that I'm gonna do is send her over a consultation form, which is gonna give me all the information I need to know to build out her customized workout program. So I just sent that her way, and now that I have her email and everything on file, I'm gonna email her over her 2 onboarding emails that she needs from me, which is basically an invitation to her client portal so that she can have access to her workouts and her daily habits checklist. And then also I'm gonna send her over kind of a big long breakdown from me with all of the access to all of the folders that she needs for resources and stuff, and just getting everything squared away. And then once we do that, I'll message her back and get information on kickoff calls. So when we can schedule her for a one-on-one meeting, get it on the calendar and get ready to go and kick off. And then in between onboarding and kickoff is when I work on setting her calories and macros, customizing her workout program, and getting everything squared away for what we want to execute on the first 2 weeks. Show on the camera what you're eating. You gotta tell them too.
Chicken, Parmesan crusted chicken, asparagus, lobster mac and cheese.
Ooh, mine's in the microwave. I'm about to get it out. It's honestly probably ready right now. 7:20, we're eating dinner now. So I'm having asparagus and Parmesan chicken breast. And then I'm having a little bit of Caesar dressing on the side. We're blasting the football game because that's what we do in this house, apparently. But yeah, that dinner was really easy to cook, and honestly, I'll probably eat some more of this chicken tomorrow. Our humble abode, dinner time. We all eat on the coffee table every night. We never use our dining room table, like literally ever, so. Little tester of the chicken. That's actually so good.
Is it?
I don't usually love chicken breast, so like it's hard for me to like it, so. We wind down early in this house, you guys. It's 8:15. I'm about to get in bed. Honestly, probably watch an episode of Wednesday. I'm taking my nighttime supplements. Right now, I'm taking magnesium citrate. This is for healthy bones, nerve, and muscle function. It's really good for sleep, too. So I take 2 of these. And then before I brush my teeth, I'm also taking my ashwagandha. This is a gummy form. I love taking my little gummy vitamins before bed. It's like a little snack. Ashwagandha has 100% made me sleep better. That and taking my magnesium at night. I will never go back. I usually wake up like once in the middle of the night now. I used to wake up like so often. Like I was for real somebody who would wake up like maybe 4 different times in the night. Like I sleep a lot harder. I wake up to go pee like 1 time in the middle of the night. I usually sleep all the way to my alarm. So those nighttime supplements really made a difference. And I'm not somebody who likes taking like melatonin. I just think it's not good for you. Since I'm self-tanned, I'm not gonna do my nighttime skincare. I'm just gonna brush my teeth. And usually before I go to bed, I catch up on client messages too, just 1 round before I go to sleep so I can make sure that they don't go super long without getting message back. So I just finished that a while ago, so no outstanding message requests. I really do try my best to kind of sign off from my phone by 9 so I can wind down, because if I don't, it keeps me up and I can't get like tired. Y'all, I'm so excited about my body scan in the morning. I think it's also just gonna give me some really good insight into current BMR and stuff like that, because obviously I've been tracking my calories really closely and seeing where my weight is ranging at, but it just helps to kind of have it solidified on a scan too, just for some more data to base my changes off of and stuff. All I did was Google DEXA scan near me and booked it easily. And if I can tomorrow, I will update y'all with results. My husband's getting me a Skinny Cow ice cream sandwich that I'm gonna eat. Probably shouldn't have brushed my teeth yet, but that's okay. Happy Tuesday. I got my body scan results that I was talking about last night and wanted to update you guys. So happy with how they turned out. I think it's gonna be so freaking beneficial. DEXA scans have basically a 1% margin of error, so it's definitely worth paying to get. I think it is really, really gonna help me see huge gains when it comes to my body composition with, you know, increasing my muscle mass and also like making sure my fat mass stays to a minimum. It only took me like 6 minutes. I laid flat and it was super easy. So in comparison to the InBody scan that I did literally over the weekend at Equinox, This one is a lot more detailed. My body fat percentage is actually 3% higher on this one. I'm still within the range that I want to be, so I'm like really happy about it. And I knew that InBody was like shooting me low because I was like, there's just literally no way I'm not. And so this is definitely like way more accurate when it comes to seeing your true results. I'm within the athletic category for the body fat percentage. Basically, when we look at body fat percentages, it'll put you in a category for like essential body fat, which is like what you need to like actually survive. Then you'll go into the athlete category, then you go into fit, and then you go into like average, and then after that it's like overweight, etc. Happy to be in the athlete category. That was like my goal as far as like my cut too, to be able to get down to where I can see lean muscle definition and be really happy with it. So crazy because it gives you an entire like skeleton scan of your body, so you can see like where your fat, muscle, bones are. Like, it's wild. And I will say my butt looks a lot bigger on the scan than it is in real life, sadly. And so then we also get our resting metabolic rate, which is super cool. So RMR is basically a tool to help you understand your metabolism and know where you're at when it comes to how many calories you burn at rest. And this was something that I really wanted because I did want to make sure I was hitting within the calorie ranges that I needed in my maintenance to, you know, be able to be hitting my goals of staying lean, building muscle. And I was a little bit lower than I honestly need to be based on what my resting metabolic rate is. And so that's nice to know that like I can slightly increase my calories within the range that we need to be in. It wasn't anything big. It's not a big change. It's literally like a 50 calorie change. So I was almost right on the head, but definitely want to make sure that I'm like as perfect as possible. Super, super beneficial for you to know kind of like your resting metabolic rate, your muscle mass, your fat mass, like all those things. So I'm definitely going to do it. I think it was like $70 for a one-time scan. I'm definitely going to do it again in the future. I'll probably go through like 8 weeks of the program that I'm on now and then do it again, see where I'm at and go from there, so that I can kind of make adjustments and changes. And I'll probably do the InBody scan because I can do those for free. I'll probably do that like in between my DEXA scans, maybe like every 2 weeks or something, just so I can have a range of the increases and changes that I'm making, and then solidify that every couple of months with the DEXA. So it's been so cool to see that, and highly recommend if you're a woman on your fitness journey trying to make sure you're kind of making the most efficient progress. Yeah, I think that kind of wraps up this entire vlog. I hope you guys loved spending the day with me. It was kind of cool taking through a not so glamorized like regular day in my life. If you want more of these, let me know below. Also go follow my Instagram and my TikTok below as well, where I post multiple times a day, just so that you have more daily content to help you out. And then my coaching application is also linked below as well. I end every video with saying this because I want to reach as many women as possible. If you are a woman who is struggling with weight loss, with body composition, with confidence, with fueling for your body and eating for weight loss, or eating to get lean, or eating to like build muscle and lose fat in the process and not starve and not be miserable, and actually create a sustainable lifestyle where you feel super confident that you're gonna be able to maintain your results and like really live that lifestyle forever. That is the goal of my program, and that is what I help my clients do every single day, and that is what I want for you, because it is so freaking freeing getting to this point of loving your body, feeling confidence, but knowing that it's not transactional for like being miserable within your lifestyle. So if that's you and you're looking for some solutions to that, apply through the link below for my permanent weight loss coaching program. The application is linked, and I will reach out to you and walk you through how we can get you started, all of the options, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I hope you guys loved it, and I will see you next week for another vlog. Bye.